Hello, I'm Kuya Paul, and I will be your teacher for the impacts of disasters. So before we start with the main topic, I would like you students to take note that one type of impact can influence other types too. So hindi lang siya eksklusibo sa iisa lamang. For example, Bagyong Yolanda. Dahil sa malawakang pagkasira din na lang nito sa ekonomiya. Tulad ng mga properties, agriculture, and businesses, naapektuhan na rin ang social impact. Kabaliktaran naman nito, kung titingnan natin ang social impact ng bagyo, makikita natin na maraming namatay, nawala at nasugatan after the typhoon. Dahil dito, the overall job industry and workforce is heavily affected. External factors can aggravate the impacts of disasters. Pinapalala ng mga ito ang epekto ng mga delubyo. Examples of these are corruption in the government, which can increase economic risks brought by the disasters, and deforestation can also increase flood and landslide risk. Now with those in mind, let's move on to the main topic at hand. So first are the social impacts. It refers to the consequences to human populations of any public or private actions that alter or are capable of altering the ways in which people live, work, play, relate to one another, organize to meet their needs, and generally cope as members of society. So sa madaling salita, tumutukoy ito sa kung paano nito naapekto ang takbo ng ating mga buhay bilang individual at bilang isang komunidad. It also includes cultural impacts involving changes to the norms, values, and beliefs that guide and rationalize their cognition of themselves and their society. Kung tatagulugin natin yung cognition of themselves, ibig sabihin nito ay ang pag-unawa nila sa isa't isa at sa kanilang sarili. Kasama na rin dito ang psychosocial and demographic impacts. Ang ibig sabihin ng psychosocial ay ang estado ng pag-iisip ng tao. Ang demographic naman ay tumutukoy sa populasyon. Example, one of COVID-19's social impact is the psychosocial impact of disease by making people paranoid on catching the virus from anyone and anything. So, bago nila makuha yung virus, na-anxious sila, na kinakabahan sila na baka makuha nila ito sa kung saan-saan. So, kasama rin dito yung limited socializing due to quarantine and social distancing, which negatively affects social life. So, may internet naman upang malampasan ito, ngunit nadidisrupt pa rin ito ang normal social lives natin and processes na social lives. So, second are the economic impacts. Kasama dito ang structural damage, wage losses, damage to infrastructure, damage to public goods, production losses, expenses for emergency sheltering. So, ang impact nito ay very evident at nararamdaman lalo with natural disasters. So, example yung kanina ay Bagyong Yolanda. So, natural disasters have diverse impacts in the economy. Ibig sabihin nito ay marami ang epekto nito sa ekonomiya. Kung kaya't malakas ang epekto nito sa ekonomiya. Example, COVID-19 heavily impacted global economy by damaging public goods, increasing production losses, especially shutdown of small businesses, wage losses, and expenses for emergency sheltering, lalo na for COVID-19 patients. So third and lastly, environmental impacts. Kasama dito ang impacts on human life, ecosystem, and biodiversity, mostly sa kalikasan. So kasama dito ang environmental degradation and ecological imbalance, which would hinder socio-economic development and retard the process of improving the quality of life of the people. So itong environmental impacts na to, more on affecting other types of impacts din. So example, with quarantine in effect in most countries, limited ang human activities. So the COVID-19's indirect effect is directly decreasing air pollution. So bumababa ang pollution sa hangin, ngunit may mga ekspertong nagsasabi na panandalian lamang ito. Kung mapapansin natin ay may hindi sinasadyang magandang epekto ang pandemya na ito. Ngunit lagi nating tandaan na ang mga disaster ay puro masasama. Masasama ang mga naidudulot mo ito. So, that concludes the lesson for now. Again, I'm Kuya Paul and thank you for listening. Salamat!